This morning in the Sunday Spotlight, pressing the Department of Homeland Security about migrant surges and the street releases at our southern border. Street releases have been happening for weeks in Cochise County, and some migrants end up here in Pima County. Now this morning, more concern about a lack of resources and communication from leaders to those working overtime from the border to right here at home. I speak exclusively with Justin De La Torre. He is the Deputy Chief Patrol Agent for the Tucson sector. I want you to take a look at this. New data out this morning shows the Tucson sector is the busiest along the southwest border, with more than 39,000 encounters back in July, almost 15,000 more than June. While CBP says they screen every migrant for a range of things, from medical to national security concerns, before either locking up or releasing them, state and elected leaders say there is more to be done at the border. What's happening at the border now, and what do you tell these folks that are looking to see more action when it comes to this surge?
Yeah, so here in Tucson sector, we're seeing about 1,700 people a day that we're bringing into custody. Those are people that are crossing into the U.S. in between the official ports of entry, and they're crossing anywhere from, Ajo, Lukeville, Arizona, all the way out to Douglas and the state line there with New Mexico. And so when you have that volume of people that we're encountering, 1,700 a day, it is a strain. It does place a strain on our resources.
What do you tell the governor, the elected leaders, that you guys aren't doing enough?
Well, I think right now we actually have a tremendous amount of communication and cooperation and support from the county emergency managers, communication with the state. And I think there are really a lot of great partnerships right now to help manage this flow. It is a large volume of people that we are encountering, and it does absolutely strain our resources. And so as we are actively working to address this situation, the state and local partnerships have been immensely beneficial.
We heard earlier this week, I believe late last week, from the Cochise County Sheriff, Mark Daniels. He's expecting this to continue for some time. What's CBP's read on it? How long does it go, and what happens next?
So we continue to assess the information that we have available to us, and we respond and adjust our operational posture to the best of our ability. We've expanded one of our soft-sided processing facilities here in Tucson to hold an additional approximately 500 additional people. So that's an adjustment that we make for temporary increases and surges and people crossing. We increase our contracts for buses, security support, medical support, and we adapt based on the trends and how they shift.
As we've reported, a lot of this is the cartels, the smugglers, telling migrants, giving them these messages. So what is your message to both of those groups, the cartels and the migrants?
Yeah, so let's just start with the criminal organizations who are ultimately responsible for this activity. Those cartels, they seek to profit off of anything and everything that they can move across the border, whether it's drugs, people, contraband, counterfeit merchandise, anything that they can move, they're going to move in order to make money. And in order to do so, they lie to people frequently. They lie to the migrants about how safe the journey is, when in fact the migrants are exploited, robbed, abused significantly along the way. Sometimes they're abandoned and left to die on their own out in the desert. Our caution to the migrant population is it is not worth your life.
The deputy chief goes on to tell me CBP is making sure concerns of border businesses are addressed. He's also recognizing the hard work of agents at our border. As you heard, 1,700 crossings a day in the Tucson sector. That is it for this week's Sunday Spotlight. I'm Andrew Capasso, 13 News Live this morning. Back after this quick break.